Hey everyone, VH here. Thank you so much for joining me again today for day 6 of my non-meta account. Today was a weird one. It was going to be a Brave trial and then a few bits and bobs, having a chat and then going into what I want to do towards the future. That starts at about 30 minutes talking about the future. Brave trial ended up being something I wasn't expecting it to be, so look forward to that. As usual, thank you so much for the support. It's been really, really incredible. All the comments have been amazing. The likes and subs have been great too, as of the watch hours. So yeah, please like and sub. Please watch the rest of the series if you haven't already. Enjoy today's video. Have a good one, and I'll speak to you soon. Hey everyone, VH here. Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 6 on my non-optimal series. Today, like yesterday, is going to be a slower one on in-game content. We're going to do our dailies. We're going to obviously do our dailies. We're going to do Brave Trial, and now that I don't need to save gems for the event, we might get a little bit loose with them and see how far we can go. I'm still not sure, with Morax being 10 star, no treasure train, etc., how far we can push. I also realised, really irritatingly, that there is a new server that's a couple of days old, and so I missed out on that. But yeah, so the video's going to be split today. I took on board some feedback yesterday, and a couple of people gave some feedback, which I really do appreciate. So Boss Dos said that I need to cut the fat in my videos. And he didn't say it in a horrible way. What he said was absolutely true. The main issue for me is that trying to trim the fat, I am a greedy motherfucker. And so it's not as easy for me to do that, because what tends to happen is I don't like to plan for these type of videos. I just like to do stuff. And so therefore planning, I feel like, comes across too much structure for me is not a good thing, because I stick to it too wholeheartedly. I'm going to go back to that. So yeah, but I need to kind of get a mix. So I'm going to do the content today, the first bit. We're going to do Brave Trial, see how that goes, do our dailies, see what else we can get doing. And then I'm going to talk about a bit of team building, because I want to go through, I've been talking to people in the comments, and I want to go through kind of what I've, in my head, what the team's going to end up looking like. But there is lots of scope for change. So what's quite important is that there can be a dialogue, and I'll take everyone's opinions into account. And then finally, some big news, kind of big news. Well, certainly for me it is, because I managed to do it. Discord. I've created a Discord, and I don't just, thing is, and I'm going to, down below is going to be the Discord invite. I wanted an area where people can go and ask the stupid questions that, Reddit and Discord doesn't like. And also there'll be different elements on there that I think are going to be quite cool. I'm going to go more into that at the end of the video, because ultimately, if that's not something you're interested... Did I just skip it, or did I do it? I think I just skipped the 7-star one because I wasn't concentrating. Yeah, so I'm going to save that for towards the end of the video. Going through my plans for the channel a little bit, going through what I want to do on the Discord. I think I've got some quite cool things coming up with it. I certainly would have liked years ago for this to have happened on someone else's account. But yeah, but we're going to stick to the content first. Then I'm going to talk about my team build, and then we're going to go into Discord. So I said, unfortunately, because I messed up the Aspen run, which is going to now happen tomorrow, it means we're a bit newbie growth plan locked. But that's fine, because we're going to do Aspen tomorrow, event guide, maybe a bit of playthrough on Thursday. Friday will be me doing the event. Saturday, hopefully, I'll have the deified glittery Kiss of Ghost, and I'll do a treasure train opening, and then Sunday can be arena, because I got a bit of feedback from people that they like the idea of the arena, so that's cool. Arena and Aspen will be coming up. Anything else you want to know, anything else you want to see, obviously just let me know. But yeah, first off here, as you've been seeing in the background, we're going to do our artifacts. I'm going to have to go back and look and see if I messed up and refreshed on a 7-star. I know I've got a 7-star there, but I have a feeling I clicked refresh on another one. Also, massive news. This is huge. I've branched out. Someone made the point that I'm addicted to Ultra Rosa monsters. I don't think I am addicted. I agreed that I maybe have too many of them. So what I did at the shop today, I bought 3 different monsters. And what I'm going to be drinking during this video is Punch Monster Mixed. It looks like a berry flavour. I like berry. So we're going to try it out. And I'm going to give my honest review on it. Again, if anyone from Monster listens to these, which obviously they don't right now, but they might in the future, hit me up. I want to get a fridge. Also, for those of you that are a bit more techie, I need to buy a webcam. I said in one of the first episodes my wife had a webcam for work. Not like that, you dirty pervs. She does web design and stuff. And it's a rubbish one, which is fine, but it's not good for me. I need all the extra help looking beautiful as I can. So any suggestions for a webcam? Anyone that's got one for work or gaming or whatever it is, hit me up down below. I'll be really interested in it. If anyone's got an affiliate link, want to earn something from me buying something, that's absolutely fine. I think I'm going to quit on this one because this is taken... holy shit. I think I spent 4,000 gems just by talking and doing this. I mean, I know I said I didn't mind spending gems, but at this point now, I feel like I have to. Sunken cost fallacy for a red artifact. Bit of advice, should I cut stuff like this out? Because it's not that fun. I mean, I feel like you have to see some of the stuff, like me getting these, because otherwise, you know, you're just going to log on and you're just going to see that I've got all these artifacts. And be like, where do they come from? This is getting a bit stupid now. I must be on the pity counter just to get the orange. 7-star. And I was worried the other day that 7-star didn't give you artifacts because I kept on getting gear. Well, we now know they do give you artifacts. Also, I did the adventure on the Celestial Island boat thing. And I did something outrageous. Though to be fair, not as outrageous as what I'm doing here. I spent 3,000 gems on an orange artifact. It wasn't even exclusive. Why they think it's worth 3,000 gems, I don't know. And I'm probably the only person that's ever bought it. But the orange artifacts are really good. So that's going to help me, once I get my second Kiss of Ghost, the best artifact in the game, it means that... Oh, this is craziness. It means that I will now have enough Orma stones with these guys to actually level the bastard up. Because that was the worry before, was I just wasn't going to have enough. But now I will do. And also that, so that with the treasure train. Awesome. And I'm actually, do you know what? The only reason it feels bad doing it just for that, but we're going to do it. Someone said to me this morning, why haven't I done the deer pet? The reason I haven't gone for deer and I've gone for lion, I did explain, but just in case anyone else is worried. Because they said, well, if I'm worried about Morax not getting healed, why am I not going for the deer pet? The thing with pets in this game is that they do like their skill 3 or 4 rounds in. Most of the times the fight's done by then. And then the deer has block and armor, whereas the lion, as its native skills, has holy damage and crit damage reduction. So I actually think that's better as a native skill boost for my team. So I'm kind of going to stick down that route. I'm going to stick with the lion. Deer might be something I do for my second pet. I'm not 100%. I'm not going to win that one. Right. I'm really looking forward to doing Arena on Sunday with Morax being treasure ticketed up. That's going to be fun. The reason I clicking off here, we'll go get rewards, is because I was very brave yesterday. Voice crack. I was very proud of myself that I'd done it live and checked out if anyone had added me as a friend live. So we're going to do the same today because I had 4 people yesterday and I haven't looked at it today because I keep on forgetting. Until I go to do my daily hearts, I keep on forgetting to look. So I had 4 yesterday. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bin off the people that weren't my friends. So Saywan, Djambot, Spikinator and Team Random. Yeah, they were the ones. Everyone else, apologies to these people, not that they're watching me, but I'm not going to use them because I want to make this my friends list exclusively people that follow me. Why do I think that's Smaug? No, he definitely, because I remember him in the first episode. Yeah. So we've got the 4. The OGs. Thank you so much. Let's see if there's anyone else. There's a red dot. There's a red dot. Ah, yes. Excellent. Right, so we've got 4, 5. 6. Nice. Yeah. 1182, man. I thought 118. I messed that up so badly. I've got something really... For the next server coming out, I've got something that I think is quite exciting. So stay around for the Discord thing, because that's going to wrap into that. I didn't even do the send. Hearts. So that's our dailies. Oh, I didn't collect all my stuffs. We absolutely smashed... I did check last night after my video. We absolutely smashed the... you got 30 profit orbs from that. The Pioneers race. Like, absolutely annihilated second place. So that's fantastic. Cthulhu's been doing bits as well, which is really nice. So that's obviously good. Oh, I didn't realise I'd done that. So let's get into the Brave Trial. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of like play that I can do with Morax as he currently is, because, well, there isn't. Like, he is what he is at the moment. Why have I got extra 5-star puppets that I've leveled up and haven't fed? I've obviously fed the wrong ones into Morax. Yeah, because he's got the best gear he can have outside of Resonance, and he's got his artifact. He's already got a deified artifact with day 6. There isn't anything else I can do for him. The stones leveled up as much as I can do. So yeah, we're just kind of going to have to see how it goes. I think the issue, do you know what? Do you know what's insane? Are we going to make it? I presume we will. That would be terribly embarrassing. Yeah, he didn't even hit us there. So we're not going to get the poison dot, so we're going to muller him. Yeah, that's fine. Because obviously until you get to level 6 here, you don't get to do the blessings. So I'm just throwing these guys like lambs to a slaughter, because I can't even heal him up. And he hit me as well, bastard. The plus side is, and I don't know why people do this, they haven't given him teammates. I imagine the reason they're doing it is to limit their team's power. But the problem with him doing that, he's not doing his follow-up attacks. And his follow-up attacks are so powerful. Look at this guy. Absolute beast. So he's not doing his follow-up attacks. So you're missing like loads of his special ability there. This should be fine. So yeah, Morax this weekend going to get super powerful. This week, end of the week rather. Treasure Train. Arena. I've also unlocked the auction, and I've got about 5,000 starry gems in my main account, which I'm going to bring over to this one. Annoyingly, and I'm at... Why am I doing no damage? Oh, there we go. Annoyingly, and I'm gutted about this, I don't know if the event this week is going to give out artifacts. I don't think it is. So I'm going to have to think about, because I'm not waiting another week to level his artifact up. I'm going to have some glorious relics. The issue with that is that I have to use some to bloody deify them. So I need to have 500 now, 100 to deify it, and then 400 to buy it. So yeah, so I need 500 relics, and I just don't think I'm going to have them. See, I'm a lot more powerful, but he's so... Oh no, okay, I'm quicker because I'm level 10. Is the dot going to kill me? Yeah, dot kill me. That's fine. Yes, I've got to decide how I want to play it. Because I don't want to spend money on artifacts. Right, I don't want to go and spend 50 quid on an artifact. I think that's a waste of money. I'm going to be wasting enough money on this game without wasting it on something that I don't think is worth it, and one artifact for the sake of a few days. This is nuts. Yeah, this is... See, I thought we was going to get a lot further than this. But I almost feel like there's not loads of point pushing further and just keep on reviving people, because I thought I was like, oh, I mapped it out perfectly the other day when I'd done all this. It's like, obviously I haven't, because I've got all these guys left over. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't want to spend 50 quid. That's not going to get me anywhere. I mean, that pack the other day for £20 got me all. Got 2 10 stars, 10 6 stars, and 35 stars. I could get that twice, or I could get an artifact chest. But I know I need content. I know I need to level it up. But that, as I said, that is going to change when we talk about Discord. I think that's going to be really good. Oh, and I know I'm going to talk about Discord in a bit. I'm just going to quickly, briefly mention it. If anyone knows how to use Discord properly and feels like they want to help out, hit me up, because I don't know anything about it. And I'm a relatively intelligent person, but I'm quite technologically illiterate. So, yeah, I'm going to need help with it, to be fair. It's basically the thing. To make it as fun as I wanted to make it. But yeah, I've got a couple of cool ideas that I think is going to be really fun that I wish I had. I wish like Wrath of God or someone had done it. I would have been well up for that. Because there's quite a few of you. Do you know what I noticed just before I came on to do the video? Shout out to Doomy08. Doomy, I don't recognise the name, so I don't think he's been on any of my videos before commenting. But he's commented on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So he's commented on 4 of my videos in the past hour. Bear in mind, YouTube doesn't tell me like the minute that it was commented. But he's commented on 4 of my videos. But he hasn't just commented stuff. He's commented stuff that he would only see if he watched most of the video. So I don't know how he's managed to watch 4 videos in the space of an hour and whatever. But he's put like the little buzzwords that I put in the videos and asked you guys to put down, and he's put them in there. So it's just like, I didn't want to skip that one. So shout out to Doomy08. He's obviously enjoying himself, and I love to see it. I think that's great. It's much appreciated. As all of you, yesterday was my most watched video for like the first few hours, like in the first 3 hours of runtime, and it also was by far the most commented. And I do enjoy the comments and going through the comments, especially because it's at a point now where I can absolutely comment back. By the way, quick one. I try and respond to every comment. What is really annoying with YouTube, and I don't know if this is the same with other platforms, is I'll get a notification, say Nightcaps, right? Nightcaps comments something, and then I respond to him, and then he responds back. I don't get a notification for that second comment that he leaves. So I try and catch them all. The issue now is where I've got about 30 odd videos, I can't possibly go through them all. So I am trying to catch it and keep in conversations with people. So if you think I'm just ignoring you, I promise I'm not. It's just because I think that's rude. I think if you're bothering to comment on my videos and I'm speaking back to you, I'm not just going to end the conversation dead. But it's not deliberate. It's not my fault as such. Like, I can't physically go back through every comment thread and look at it. So I do try and catch them, but if I miss them, apologies. We're doing better than I thought we would. As I said, we're a bit older to this account, a bit newer to this account, server rather, than others. So I think we're doing all right. Obviously, we spent money. But these guys... Do you know what I haven't seen? And I know I said this yesterday. No one kind of gave me a reason why. Does anyone know why I'm not seeing Eloise and I'm just seeing Holmes Young? Because I know that Holmes Young's best at the very early game. But I swear when I go to PvP, I don't see Holmes Young. All I see is Eloise. And yet it's weird that in Brave Trial, all I'm seeing is this boy. Right, I'm going to get hit hard. This is the bloody Garuda and Holmes Young bloody follow-up attacks. But this is... just so annoying. See, is it worth going to 6? Not really. We're not going to. We're not going... I've still had some... That seems silly because I've still got some tokens. I said I don't... Because I haven't got the stuff to make him powerful, there's no point pushing too hard, because I think I'll just get to a point where I physically can't push part. Yes. Oh, yes. It's bloody perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Right, let's see how this works. Right. Couldn't do it on the first bloody go around, could he? Yeah, he's going to one-hit all of them. Yeah, he's just a monster. He's really a monster. Ooh, let's see. The only issue with Morax, he's not going to... So when I did a Flora account, she would wipe this team with, like, melodic strings because she needs the energy and her active skill's really good. Morax would only hit 3 targets on his first attack if he had active skill round 1. And then... And then he would only hit 1 target on his next attack and then 3. So he's better not having an energy artifact on him. We're gonna go for it without listening. This is just a 50-50 toss up. This decides whether we continue or not. Yes, I got to hit first, I presume. Yeah, there you go. Smashed it. Absolutely crapped on him. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was saying now. This is the problem. Oh my god, look at him. Yeah, so Flora would smash through. So Flora's definitely quicker at certain elements of this game. But Morax, I don't think suits having energy at the start. Because he just limits himself. I'd much prefer him the way this is set up. The only issue is here, where they're doing all these follow-up attacks. So even though, yes, if I don't die from this dot damage, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to die. Oh, I've been horrified. Yeah, it's GG's. Ah! What was I worried about? Easy. What am I, like, full health? Yeah, basically. So, if any of you doubted me there, you're a hater. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, Morax is going to struggle a little bit in these initial battles. But once he can heal himself up from doing that bad boy attack, then we're all good. I think that my next build... Oh, should we try and push to 15 now? I'm really tempted to push to 15. I was going to quit 6 rounds ago, for God's sake. Right. We're going to come up across an absolute wall in a second. I just know it. Yeah, so my team. I need Freya. And we're going to go through the heroes in a minute. We're going to do a little mini hero review on them. I think Freya's going to be my next one. Because I don't think I need Penny yet. I'm tempted to... I want to do Flora on this account, but I'm also thinking for something that's coming up later on that I'm going to discuss with the Discord thing, that I might say Flora for something else. So, I know I'm going to have Freya. Yes. I know that I'm going to have Freya. I know that I'm going to have Unimax. I know that I'm going to have Penny. And I want Fiona. So, Morax, Unimax, Frontline, Freya, Penny, Fiona. So he's got one more spot. And I was thinking Vespera. Because she does a lot of buffs and deals. So we're going to check her out in a minute. I think that's a good enough team to get me quite far. Because the other thing, I don't know if any of you know this. The arena, which might... This situation might change with all the new arena updates. But you're done based on your account level. So if I stay at power 120 at level 129, then I won't get put into the really high brackets, and that's important because I'm thinking of doing an account with no Transcendence heroes. So therefore I don't need Void Campaign, which is the only thing really I need to get to level 130 for. That's a lie, there's a couple other things, but that's the main thing that you need. So I'm thinking about that because I like Tenant system. I like the Grimoire, kind of. I think the Treasure Train's over-egged. But I understand it all. The difference between a base hero and a Transcendence hero for me is massive. And it's too big. And I don't think it's ruined the game. But I think it's ruined heroes like Morax. Because you can only use him for the first couple of months of the game. And then there's just no point using him. Like, he's not going to be your main damage dealer. I mean, I've never... Obviously, I haven't tried him out. This is going to be nuts. So I wasn't even planning on winning this. And it looks like I bought all these fucking tokens. Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like maybe with Tree of Origin upgrades and stuff, maybe he will become really good. But I don't know. Oh, this bloody Gru. Look at this team. This is a team I could get behind. And I'm going to revert back to this team. I want you to look at this team. When you listen to my stuff about the Discord, that's the kind of team I want to see. Oh. 346k. So he's... I mean, look, I might as well... We've just completed the Brave Trial. And I was so certain that we wasn't going to do it. Why? It's giving me 10 speed, bro. That is nuts. Right. Let's do this. Let's see how it goes. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was easy, wasn't it? That was really straightforward. And as far as I'm concerned, unless I'm mistaken, which I'm almost certain I'm not, that's going to tell me that I'd never have to do Brave Trial again. It's not saying that. I was sure. I was so sure that that's all I had to do. That was what it was on my other accounts. I completed this once. Maybe it's when I log back in, it will tell me that I'm done and dusted. And that I've unlocked Super Wishing Event. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Right, where are we? We're 25 minutes in. Sorry, guys. This is just my issue, right? I can't help but be a bit of a waffler. So, we've got Morax. We like Morax. His frontline partner on this account is going to be this guy. Unimax. Unimax, really cool hero. Armor, HP, attack, control, immunity, lovely. Energy plus 50. He starts off doing an active skill. We obviously like that. This is his active skill. Hits 2 times, quite a nice bit of damage, has a 50% chance to taunt the target for 2 rounds, increases self 20% of all damage reduction. That's beautiful. And this 50% chance to taunt the target is amazing. So if the enemy hero wants to hit 5 of your team, but he's taunted, he won't. He only hits Unimax, so he can completely shut stuff down. And the great thing with Morax, because there's a lot of main heroes that actually kind of want to be hit. Morax doesn't. He doesn't want to build up loads of energy because he wants to do his basic attack to get his active skill more powerful. So taunt actually works quite nice. Each basic attack restores self HP for 2 rounds. When taking damage, steals the attacker 20% of attack for 2 rounds and 30% chance to taunt the target. So this doesn't look like a lot. Each basic attack restores self HP. But when he takes damage, he steals the attack. That doesn't have a cap. So if he's going against bosses and he's stealing their attack, that becomes massive, which means these heals become massive. And he's also trying to taunt them. And then when a round ends, gains 3 times effect of being healed. Again, his attack's going up against Silly, so he's healing at the end of each round. Round 4, dispels all control effect. Increase 50% of crit damage and gains Rampage. Rampage is guaranteed crit. I think Unimax is really cool. I struggled with Unimax being my main hero, but I think as a secondary hero, as like a proper teammate, I think he's pretty cool. So Unimax is going to be part of the team. We're also going to have Freya. Attack, HP, crit, control, and immunity. Don't ask me why these numbers are so low. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Basic attack deals damage to enemies with the highest attack and steals attack from them, afterwards reduces their armor. So it nerfs her basic attack, nerfs the 2 most powerful enemies, which is cool. I hate skills like this. But this is actually, yeah, this is fine. Freya under a basic attack takes damage from an active skill, increases all damage reduction. Fine. This is the good thing. When an ally releases their their active skill, Freya has a 20% chance to inflict primitive bud on all enemies without primitive bud. So it's not just the one that you're hitting, it's everyone. When an ally launches a basic attack or releases their active skill to an enemy target with primitive bud, the ally will gain a shield equal to 10% of the damage dealt and deal extra 400% of attack damage with a 16% chance to remove an attribute buff. Primitive bud deals 800% of attack damage to the target and reduces their crit by 20% for 3 rounds when it disappears. So this is beautiful, right? Because if you've got heroes that are hitting hard, this is giving them a shield based on the damage they're doing and extra damage. So Primitive Bud's really cool. I really do like that. And her active does actually quite a chunk of damage. She restores health, but again, it's inflicting Primitive Bud on 3 enemies. So I like Freya, and I'm going to build Freya. I think I'm going to build Freya. I'm almost certain that we're going to build Freya. In fact, do you know what we're definitely going to do now? Because we're going to do it anyway. Where is it? Was it this one? No. Am I just being an absolute... Yeah, I am. There you go. Why can't I? Right. Freya. Confirm. 5. And then we're going to take her out. We're doing this because... Oh, I've got 6. Fantastic. And we're doing this because we get all these armors from the summon event, because I made her my summon hero. That's why we're doing that. So, we've got Morax and Unimax front line. Freya back line along with Penny. Everyone already knows about Penny. Fiona. I'm not going to go through all of them. Attack. So precision 50%, which is cool. Sanction mark. It ramps up. You do more damage. Remove random control effect from controlled ally. That's cool. Give shields. Read all this. And are active. Does sanction marks. Give shields and redemption. So nice as a boosting up Morax again. That's the idea of it. And then, as I said, I've got that spare spot. I've got the spare spot. I don't know who it's going to go to. I'm happy to have a discussion about it. Right, so we're now 30 minutes in. I'm now going to talk to you about what I think is quite interesting. So I've started a Discord. I'm going to put the Discord link down below. I'm going to try and put the Discord link down below. And I want you guys to join it. I love social media as a concept, but like so many things in life, once you put people into it, they ruin it. And I think the issue with social media, say like Discord or Reddit, when you give people anonymity and when you give them the chance to say whatever they want with no consequence, and when they're so detached from it, right, because it's not in front of them, not only does it show the worst version of themselves, it goes beyond that, because they even then try and say things they don't even believe to get a reaction and to troll and all that kind of stuff. And I believe in free speech, which is why I understand that is part of it, right? You can't have the good without the bad. But it makes stuff like that and those kind of areas horrible and toxic environments that I don't like. I don't feel nice being in that environment. It winds me up. So my Discord's going to be a bit different to that. I can take criticism. I've taken it in my comments and I take it on board, and I think it's great. Constructive criticism is fantastic as long as it's coming from part of you that wants something to improve. So when people want to give me advice on how to make this better, I'll listen to it. And if I might not always agree with it, and I'll say I don't agree with it, but you'll never get me say it back in a shitty way. Like, oh, no, you're wrong, you're an idiot. Da-da. I'll always listen to it as long as what you've said is constructive, right? So I want a community where we can talk about stuff and you can ask questions, and unlike Reddit, where they literally have in their 6th rule that you're not allowed to ask early game or mid game questions, which is just outrageous. Somewhere where you can go and you can speak about it, you can ask about it. I want to have a couple of different things. So, your standard general chat, people talk about the game, free to play stuff, non-meta stuff. I want account show-offs. So if you're just proud, whether your account's amazing or it's just incredibly non-meta and you've achieved something, whatever it is, no matter what part of the game you're in, if you're 3 weeks in and you've got a really cool account, people were talking about Gaggy in the chats. You've built up a Gaggy account. I want to see it. I won't build Gaggy, but I think it'd be awesome to see it, like an account built around him. So I appreciate all that, and I'm sure there's such a big part of the player base that would too, but there's just nowhere for it. And the other thing as well, when the new server drops, I'm going to have a bit of planning for this. It might not be the next one. It depends how long or how quick the next server comes up. I would like to start my little community here. I know it's a small community, but I love each and every one of you. So I would love us to all start a free-to-play account at the same time, and then track our progress on there, and then race to certain parts of the game. So we'll do like a weekly leaderboard, putting up, right, say there's 10 of us, 5 of us, however many. We'll all agree what server we're doing, what day we're starting. We'll start on the same day. We'll have a Tower of Brave section, so it'll be Tower of Oblivion and Aspen Dungeon. We'll have a Seal Land, so you can get furthest in Seal Land, stuff like that. Proper free to play, VIP, nothing. trying it out, then I'd love to do streams where, right, you give me the accounts, everyone sets their team up beforehand. Again, say there's 10 of us, right? So I'll control one of the accounts, go through, fight them one by one, and just see who gets top spot. Do that on a weekly basis. Have an overall leaderboard where everyone's rank gets put up. So if I'm level 80 on Aspen Dungeon, it will say VH 80 and whatever level they are, and then there'll be an overall top spot for each of the different brackets. And I just think that'd be a really fun thing to see, right, who can get the furthest in the quickest amount of time. And yeah, free to play, no pressure, no stress, just a bit of fun. I'd chuck a reward in there. You know what I'm like. I'll chuck a reward in there for top spot at the end. And if community wants to commit some money towards it, we'll put a little prize pool together for different things as well. But I think that'd be really fun to do. I don't know if you guys think that'd be fun. If that's something you'd enjoy doing, let me know down below. And then we can talk about it more on Discord. I would also like to do, again, because like I said about the Gaggy account, I'd love to do account reviews. Just to look at people's account. Not even just for advice. Because I'm sure lots of you don't need advice. But if you've got an account that you're really proud of, and you want to show to the wider community, I say wider, my community on YouTube, and you want to show it off, I'd love to do it. I'd love to go into account, poke around, have a look at what's there, and just see. As I said, meta stuff is fine, but more non-meta stuff. You know, if you've got a Unimax account that's well into the void, and you're level 200, your account level 200, and you've got a Unimax as your main, I'd love to watch that account. I'd love to try and play that account and just see what it's like and show it off to people. And if you're a newer player, you're level 100, level 120, level 150, and you need help, you're not sure where you've gone wrong, again, you can put it in there, and again, I'd love to do a video on it. I think it's cool content. MK does that, and I liked his content on it. The difference with MK stuff is that he's very late game, and to be fair, I'm saying this having not watched his stuff for a while, but in my head, I'm thinking right when I'm saying this, so it's not shade anyway. It's all geared towards, right, well, you need to build one of, like, say, 3 or 4 different accounts. You need to save more. And so the end result was always the same. But because I base my stuff off non-meta, I think there's more creative ways of dealing with it. His, because it's the end game, a late game, there's like one way to play the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to play super efficiently or you can't get anywhere. This is the part of the game now where I'm at, and I'll be here for like 2 or 3 months where you can just have fun. Like, it doesn't matter, because once you convert the account to Transcendence Heroes and you start really going into the void, it doesn't really matter. Like, at that point, you're going to get rid of all these heroes anyway. Does it matter that you had Eloise or Morax? No, because they're not going to be in your team. But this account might. I might keep this account at level 129, so that when I'm going into the arena, Interdimensional League and stuff, like, I can't remember which Trial of the Champion. Yes, this is it. So this is the one where you get level capped. So I can't remember what it was. But yes, you won't see, because I know I'm in Hero Division, which is uncapped. Maybe this is level 180 and below. 140 and 150 and below. I mean, I'm only seeing 140s there. I'll have to find out what the actual level cap is. But that would be the idea, is right, stick to a level. Yes, these guys are level 112s. Stick to a level and then just see how far I can push it. But yeah, let me know what you think about the Discord thing. So I've already created one. I'm going to put the link down below. Please join it. We can have chats about stuff, and what you think about the free-to-play thing, because I think that'd be really good for content as well. So yeah, what I'm thinking going forward, more than anything, is doing this account for 3 or 4 days a week. Do my event review on a Thursday, and then I'd like to do. I said, if we do the free-to-play thing, that would be 1 or 2 days a week. But mainly, I said, it would be great to do like a big video on a Sunday when everyone's kind of off work and chilling. Apologies if you're not off work and chilling on a Sunday. Going through the different accounts, doing the PvP side of it, doing a little tournament, start streaming. Again, that's the main reason I was asking for the camera advice at the start of the video, because I'd love to start streaming. I said, I could do it now. I could put my wife's one on, but I need all the help I can get. So I want a better webcam. And yeah, so that's my general thought. I know that that wasn't the most polished explanation, but I really do want to foster a community. I think it would be quite cool to have similar-minded people in it, and turn the game into something fun rather than just playing for the sake of playing, which I know that a lot of people get to that level, get to that grind, and then just give up. But if we're doing something together, even though it's against each other, in a fun way, I think that'd be really cool. And really, as I said, the reason I said 10 people, it could be however many people. But I think the problem is, once you start getting down to there's 2 people, 3 people, one person's going to pull away. So it gets a bit moot. But yeah, a full-on free-to-play, community-driven event. And I just think that'd be fun. And what we'd do is we'd put a limit on it, a time limit on it. So we'd say, right, we're going to do it for 3 months or something like that. Because then what we can do, as hopefully my community grows here through all our work, we can then start another one and then do that for 3 months and then start another one. That would kind of be the idea of it, like seasons. We can do seasons. Even down to stuff like pioneer races. Like you have to screenshot and put it in how many points you've got. We'll add up the pioneer points. That would be quite fun. But that's all something we can talk about. We can have discourse over Discord, and talk about it and find out what people think and if it's something they'll enjoy. But let me know how you feel about that. I have no issue with people doing it on iOS. The issue with iOS is I think it I don't know if we can do cross server with iOS. I don't know if we can do the battles. I'm almost certain we can't. So it'd have to be an Android thing. My advice to you would be, what I'm doing now is very easy with BlueStacks. So even if you're an Apple user, try and get BlueStacks or a different emulator on your PC so we could all do it together. Because I think, as I said, I think it'd be fun. But yeah, let us know what you think. Any advice, constructive criticism or otherwise, let me know down below. And yeah, as again, anyone that has an idea on webcams, please let me know what you think. Because I said, I have no idea whatsoever. But yeah, look, that's me all done. Please join me tomorrow. We're going to do the Aspen Dungeon. And I hope to speak to some of you tonight on Discord. But yeah, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching and listening. VH out.